I've come to Fort Bragg Army Base in North Carolina, where the Green Berets and the Special Forces train. Pete Hegseth's main priorities, he said, as Defense Secretary, are ending DEI, woke standards, which he says undermines the American military's fighting force.
I think the single dumbest phrase in military history is our diversity is our strength.
He's ordered a review into the physical standards for both the Special Forces and the more broad military requirements, and he says he's going to turn the US military into the most
Badass military on the planet.
So we're going to go inside and see how they train up the most elite forces within the American military.
This is invasion practice at Fort Bragg, and it's carried out under realistic conditions. American troops have earned themselves a tremendous reputation. If they can produce millions more like those, we have an ally that is powerful indeed.
Candidates are constantly assessed against the 8 RSOF attributes of integrity, courage, perseverance, personal responsibility, professionalism, adaptability, team player, and capability to determine their trainability throughout their prospective qualification course, as well as their suitability within the RSOF regiment.
That was tough, yeah. A lot of weight in the dumbbells and the wooden things. Harder than it looks, and they probably look quite hard.
There is a certain point in assessment selection to where we can make candidates race 1 mile or 100 miles. We could give them 1 pound or 100 pounds, so it doesn't matter. You have sorted and separated to the point where almost anything you throw at those individuals, they're gonna make it to that finish line. You hear about, lack of resiliency in America's youth, all these horror stories. If I drove you out to Camp McCall and you saw some of the things that people are willing to put themselves through, you would be amazed.
Keep your cheek on the stock, and then really load your body into the gun. Keep your eyes in the reticle. Start far and work your way near this time.
All right.
Good first hit.
Come on. It's heavier than you'd expect. There's a little bit of a kick into the shoulder, but the red reticule sight is making it easier. Not that I managed to knock them down with any ease, and certainly brings into relief having to hit 36 of these green guys moving around left and right.
The challenge with training is more covering a wider breadth of things in the same period of time. As far as mental, physical, emotional challenges, they've remained steady state. One major difference in terms of increase in difficulty of training is the breadth of things we are now trying to train on. When I joined, technological advancements weren't as rapid. They change within days. So our ability to understand what the changes and ramifications are, the technologies to employ and test with and bring that together, that's hard. So you got to fit more in a smaller space.
We spent the last 9 hours at Fort Bragg learning what it takes to make an elite soldier, including the medical training, firearms training, some of the special gear these guys are using, the physical training as well, a huge part of it. We've been under a simulated attack from the Chinese military, and really what we're getting as a picture of is what it takes to make a kind of muscular, dominant military force, which America has prided itself on being for so long, and the new administration seems keen to really emphasize, push through, and drive throughout the military.